Hello and welcome back to Purbeck Farm 22. We are episode 11 and we're in April. And because we're in April, that means there's quite a lot. I say quite a lot. We have planting to do. At the minute we have got I'm just going to jump in there class real quickly because we need to get a shifty on. We've got 2 fields that we need seeding or planting. Probably 2 that are both that are going to need corn in them. We also need to have a look to see what bits of land we're going to buy, and I think now that we've clicked on into April, I reckon the land that I was looking at before may have crops in them now. So I know what's going to happen. We're going to end up, the land we wanted, or the bits of land, the couple of that we were sort of looking at, are going to end up having like potatoes or sugar beet in on. 100% that is going to happen. Hopefully the land that we were looking at will have soybean in, because that's what I was planning on doing. Just the couple of big fields that we were going to buy, I was purely going to put a cash crop in them. But we shall have to see. It's such a shame you can't use that train on this map. I do like having it on there, but I enjoy sort of interacting with the trains when we're playing. So at the minute we're heading down to the store. So there I was at the end of the last episode we took, have we still got traffic switched off? Let's where's traffic? Is it not in this one? Is it in that one? Where on earth is traffic? It's not this far down. There it is. Yeah, so the end of the last episode, we're taking the seed back up, weren't we? That's where we finished. Oh, that's why we have traffic switched off. That's where we finished. And when I got up there, I noticed I was missing a bag, and I had no idea where it had come off. Even though it was strapped down, it still managed to jump off somehow. So there it is. We'll have to go into the horse paddock and get it. Right, let's first have a look at any used machinery. A couple of tractors in there, not anything that we need though. We need bigger than that. I mean, 200, to be fair, if we took that up to 240 horsepower, that'd be decent, but really I want something a lot bigger. Oh, a lot more powerful, sorry. I still need to be in there. Right, we need a planter. We have 295 horsepower. That would have been a decent one. However, we're going to be working on a bank, so I'm not convinced that we'll be able to pull it. That's 6 meters. What was that? That's 6 meters. That's 8 meters. Oh, it's going to be... I mean, that one looks pretty good. 8 meters. Only requires 150 horsepower. Let's lease that. 1,200 to lease. Absolute bargain. It's quite big as well, isn't it? Right, I'm going to go and get this filled. I'll get it filled and then we'll get over to the fields that we're going to be working in. Right, we're just getting over to the fields. You'll see that I've already brought the Massey over with some seed on it. However, there's not a massive amount, to be honest. Let's get that filled. I'm also just quickly going to check that we can put corn in. Yeah, we can put corn in. I mean, you can see the hoppers, they don't have a massive amount of seed in them. And to be honest, I think we're going to run out as well, because I don't think there was that much on the back what have we got? Another 1100 seeds, 1100 litres. So there's a good chance we'll run out. I can't remember, because I can't remember the last time we planted corn. It'll be on no man's land. I can't remember how quickly corn goes through, because obviously something like canola just lasts ages, doesn't it? But I can't remember about corn. Hopefully that lasts just as long. Right, let's get that down. Get that going. We're not gonna put fertilizer in it, because we've still got the self-propelled sprayer on lease. I should have returned that over the winter, to be honest. It would have saved us some cash, but yeah, we kept hold of it. I think both of these fields I'm going to put corn in, just to sort of hedge my bets, to make sure that we don't go through more than what we think we will in the cereal factory. I don't want to get to the point where we've run out of something like corn. What we can't just produce when we want it, like we can with the honey. I say when we want it, just all year round is what I meant to say. I was also thinking as well, one of the bits of land that we're going to buy, I think we should turn into a vineyard for grapes. I mean, Purbeck. Is Purbeck meant to be down in like Gloucestershire or somewhere like that? It's down in the south, it's warm. There's definitely vineyards in southern England, definitely. So, I think that's what we should be looking to do, and then we won't have to be buying the raisins in, which obviously is costing us a fortune. We will have to process them, like that isn't something that came to mind straight away. So we will have to buy some sort of processing plant, won't we? Because there's not one on the map as it stands. And what I am keen as well, I mean, I have no sort of, beyond the next sort of few episodes, I have nothing planned or anything like that. There's no way I really want it, no one direction I really want to take this series in. It's just play it as it goes. If a new mod pops up, then if I fancy it, we'll put it in. But one of the things I don't really want to do is make it massively production heavy. So when we played Calmston, which I really enjoyed, on Calmston we actually bought a piece of land, didn't we, and turned it into a sort of mini industrial site, and it had all our productions on. I'm not really keen on doing that on this one. I want to keep it as much as we can about the farming, which I know I'm not anti-production whatsoever. I think it's brilliant. I love the fact that it's in the game. But yeah, I just didn't. What's going on here? Why is it putting a worker on it? Right, let's try this again. Are we lowered? Now we're lowered. We switched on. I'll come back and get that bit. I can't remember all these rocks being in here. Where have they come from? I wonder. I know what's happened here. I know why there's rocks in here. It didn't allow us when we limed this field. So we limed it first, didn't we? And then we ploughed it, and it didn't. Well, you can see. So this field's been ploughed, but all the lime's still on top. It removed all the weeds and the sort of the unploughed state, but it didn't sort of churn Chain the weeds in. Chain the lime in. That's why we've got rocks in here. I wonder if I can still pick them up after we've done this, or whether it'll just take away our corn. I'll have to have a look at that. I mean, the field itself, not the field, sorry, the equipment itself's rented, so it's not like I'm massively harming our own equipment. But it does have a knock-on effect, doesn't it? For the crop itself. I'm sure there's I'm sure it has an effect on the yield. Right, what I think we'll do, we'll get a time lapse going. I will move into that field behind us as well to get that going, to get that done. When we come back, we'll finish off these two fields, and then we'll probably look to see what other bits of land we can get. But like I said, I am conscious that I think most of them are going to have crops in them now, so that might have changed what we were going to do or where we were going to go. But let's get cracking with this. We're aware. I mean, it's took a good chunk of the day. If you can have a look, it's already 10 to 3. We're only on ×3 as well, so it has took a good while. What I did do is the field that's just behind us. We'll have a look when we come round. So the first field that we did, the one just at the bottom of there, what we did with that is we rolled it as well, simply because I got to the point where I was at this stage in this field, but I wasn't able to record. But I did still have a bit of time to get on the game, so I quickly went and got our roller. It's our new one, it's the first time we've used it. I went and got that, and yeah, we did that bottom field. We haven't touched this one though, so this one does need doing. I don't think I'll do it. I might start it on camera, but I'm definitely not going to do the full lot. And that time lapse we've just had, I think it's probably going to be a decent length one as well. I remember doing a good sort of few sections of it. But then we did move around quite a lot. We did have to go down to the store and buy some more bags of seed, which we bought. We bought 6 bags. I mean, even if we don't do it this year, even if we buy land where it's already been planted, I'll still use it next year. It doesn't really matter, does it? Right, we will do this bit up here, just because why not? And then something that we do need to do today, and we'll do before we go off. I looked just before we come on here. We were only 16 minutes. No, we weren't 16 minutes. We were 16 minutes, I think, before I did the time lapse. I think we were only at about 12 minutes. So time-wise, we've got bags of it. So we do need to go and mix some TMR. And like I said, I want to see what land we're going to buy in this episode as well. even if it's already planted, at least we'll know. Some stones here. At least we'll know that we'll need to fertilise it. Okie doke. There's a bit just in the middle somewhere. I can see it there. We'll go and get that bit done. And then that'll be our corn planted. We're going to have to work out as well what we're going to do about a harvester. I know we've still got a few months left before we're going to need one, but whether we're going to buy one, oh there's two bits, whether we're going to buy one or whether we're going to just hire one again. Because we didn't start the game with one, which I'm kind of regretting now. But I didn't want to start with everything. Like, I wanted to keep some things for us left to do. Right, let's get over there. Okie doke, back over. I think a lot of our fields, I'm pretty sure a lot of them have been fully fertilised. What I'm going to do is, it's a bit cheeky because it's not ours. I'm going to back this in here just to keep it out of the way for now until I figure out. Well, firstly I need to figure out that we don't want to destroy someone else's fence. I suppose it could be our fence. And now we'll leave that there because I don't know where we're going to put it. We might end up just reversing it up that track there. I need the other tractor, don't I? I need the Massey to get the bales off. Ah, there's someone here. In fact, scrub that. We will not be mixing TMR today. Is that TMR? That isn't the symbol for TMR, is it? Let's get that on. Oh, it must be. I thought that was the symbol for like chaff or something, or whatever it's called. Might not be on that. What I was going to do, I was going to see if there was a sell point for TMR. That is. We will have that. That cow's gonna not walk through us, hopefully. The cows do have a tendency just to go through whatever they want. I mean, there is a gap. That's it, there's a gap. This camera thing does my absolute bouncing. It is so annoying. Right. Let's get round our cows. Did I read something that along the lines of there's an issue with ploughing and weeds, possibly, no, line. Did I read that on Facebook in the last, it might have even been today actually. Today's the Monday. I don't know what day it is. Sometime in the middle of April. I'm sure I've just read that, and I'm sure, the reason why I'm sure is because that's the issue that we were having, wasn't it? The line didn't get turned in when we did the ploughing. So is that the issue that other people have been having as well, and it's not just me or not just people playing on this map? Is it something that is affecting FS22 just in general? Let's get this manure. if we can. There we go. I am going to need to start getting rid of this. All we're going to do is take it down to the biogas. Because I mean, we are getting quite a big pile of poo, aren't we? Should we go and get a trailer now? I think we might. Even if we don't even have to take it down now, even if we get it and just start filling the trailer because it's taken up space there. And we will, I know it doesn't matter, but we will get a power wash as well. Just so we can clean the trailer out after. Right, let's see if we can reverse in here. I don't know if we're going to get this swing, to be honest. Oh, we are. We're easily going to get that swing. We also can take the wing mirror off. And this isn't even our trailer, is it? We're leasing this. Because our trailer only holds about 10,000 litres, something like that. Let's get that round there. Tell you what, we don't even need to be that far around, do we? Let's give ourselves a bit more space. Like I said, we don't have to do all of this. It's just we might as well start getting it out the way. And we'll get some digest here for this as well, won't we? I mean, we're not likely to get much money for it, but we're gonna have to lower this every time just for stability. I think we are, aren't we? Yeah, I mean, we're never going to generate enough manure to warrant buying a spreader. What we might generate enough of is slurry. So at some point we might get a slurry spreader. But then again, I might just buy a tanker and go and put that through the BGA as well. We shall see. There's still going to be loads of this, isn't there? Doesn't like that. I'll get back down there. Right, we'll make this the last one, and then we're going to have a look to see what areas of land we can buy. And I think that'll probably be the end of it. I'll do the rolling. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh my god. Oh, what's going on here? do you know what? I could not do this if I tried. Get forward. Get forward. There we go. I had to just do one more, didn't I? We could have left it. We could have made it look all professional. There was no major dramas. I just had to go for that last one. Right, let's get this down. We'll leave that there. I will probably do that again. Right. I mean, I could use that, but I don't really want to. I haven't got a picker-upper anymore, have I? The picker-upper has gone. What I could do, I suppose, is I could put that over it and then start putting this onto the belt, which might stop it doing cartwheels. But let's have a look at... I tell you what, let's have a look at the used machinery first. That's going to be too small. I mean, 6,000 litres. It's half off. And we're not going to want a massive thing, are we? We're not going to want something that's huge because... Why would we? Our fields aren't... I mean, some of our fields are quite big. Do you know what? For 50 odd grand, I might go for that. It's got combinations on it. What sort of headers could we get for that? So we could still probably get 8.5 metres. There's 7.5. I mean, these are probably going to be too big to some of these, to be fair. I mean, that's 6 metre one. I mean, given the map, we don't want something massive, do we? Do you know what? I might go for that. 56.5 grand. Yeah, let's just go for it. We don't want tinted windows, we don't need that. Right, let's get down the shop. We've got our combine. To be honest, I think it's going to be pretty much the perfect size. Just for how narrow these roads are, you can't have something massive. It's just impossible on this map. I've spoken about it before, there's two corners in particular that just huge equipment isn't going to work. And just in general, it's really tight. So I think that'll be perfect. We'll have to get a little, yep, a little trailer, header trailer, and then we'll work through that. I know it's only 6,000 litres, I think, capacity, but it's one of them things. As for land, I have a feeling we're now going to have to take out a loan. God, there's loads of silty clearing that, wasn't it? I noticed when we were doing the seeding, I did notice that it was going up to the high seed rate, which is a bit disappointing, but right, land. So what I'm looking for, I think we need some land that will have a bit of grass to it, because I want to turn that into put grapevines in it and some crops as well. So we have, what's these here? So I mean, that offers exactly that. That seems good value actually, doesn't it? 106 grand. 2 grass fields and that, which has got sunflowers in. It hasn't got sunflowers in. So what's that got in? It's got wheat. So there's that one. There is this block here, which is 237. That's got potatoes. That's got 2 lots of potatoes. 1 lot of sunflowers. But it's got no grass. That still seems like a good price. These are just too expensive, I think. I mean, we could put out a loan. That wouldn't be an issue, but they're still quite expensive. And that one's even worse. I say even worse. That's potatoes, so that block there, 192. And then the other couple, you've got this block 301. And you've got, that's not a bad one. That's 520 grand though, that's why it's not a bad one. 329. That, like I said, that gives us the issue where we'll probably, unless we go in this way, have to drive through some of our own crops to get to this. However, it's got 2 lots of sunflowers in. I wanted a cash crop, didn't I? I said that. So 2 lots of sunflowers and more importantly, it's got a grass field there. Right, weeds. Hasn't got any weeds. The grass field needs ploughing. That's done. That's done. There's stones in it. That might be an issue. I'll tell you what. Let's go over there and have a look at it. Right, we've come over. Obviously, there's our field there. There's our beehive. But it's got sunflowers in. It's got stones. I wonder if we can pick them up with there being sunflowers in them. Because it's been rolled. They shouldn't be there really, should the stones? Should have been rolled in. And then we'll need to get some sort of sprayer for weeding. And we'll need to buy... What's the other one like? We'll need to buy the data. Soil data as well, won't we? Right, I expect the other one to be pretty much the same, to be honest. Yeah, it is. And grassfield. So we could get our first good cut off here, couldn't we? And then start putting vines in it. And how much do we need to borrow? So it's 329. I mean, we're gonna have to borrow more than that because we're gonna need more anyway. So that gives us enough at 65, but why don't we borrow 100 grand and let's buy this. 329, right. We now have 2 decent sized sunflower fields and a grass field that we could probably only use half for vines, for grapes, and the other half we can keep as grass. And then that will carry on towards the money we're making off silage. So I think it's been quite a successful day really. We've got our corn in, which was really important. And what I'm going to do is, when we go off, I'm going to roll that other field so that we don't have it to do in tomorrow's video, because the next video, I say tomorrow, what I mean is the next in-game day. In the next in-game day, we're going to have to concentrate on these 2 fields. We've got no choice. See if we can get rid of them stones, and see if we can... We won't need to get it weeded straight away, we could wait for the weeding, but them stones need to come out. However, this is where we're going to leave it. So, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one. PlayStation